Welcome to Rubber Duck Off-Road Garage. My name is Grant, and in today's video we're going to be swapping out the Schmitty-built XRC 9.5 with the Badland Apex 12,000. So the Schmitty-built stopped working. I think it just needs a solenoid, which is no big deal. But I've been doing a lot of research on different setups for the front of the Gladiator, and I really want to try this Badlands. I don't know much about them. Some people say they're really good, some people say they're okay, some people don't like them at all. So I'm going to put it on the Gladiator and give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I mean, the 9.5 does really good, but a 12,000 pounder would be really nice because of the weight of the Gladiator and all that. So I'm going to also, the Apex one I bought has a steel cable on it, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the synthetic line off my Schmitty-built and put that on the Apex, so it has a synthetic rope on it as well, because I like the rope better. They didn't have any of the ones with the synthetic rope in stock, so I'll just do that real quick, no big deal. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull the rope off of the Schmitty-built, and then I'll take the Schmitty-built off the Jeep and get it all set up and open. Then I'll open up the Apex and I'll show you what everything looks like in there. My helper today is little Miss Abigail, if she decides to stick around long enough. Say hi. She likes to run off here and there. She likes to play with the jack. So if she sticks around, she'll help. But for now, I'm just going to get started on pulling the synthetic line off. Okay, so I got the cable all unspooled and off, sitting on the floor here. Now I unhooked the power wire and the ground. So now I'm gonna remove the Schmitty-built, and then it'll be unboxing the Apex, and we'll take a look at that as I unbox it. All right, so the Schmitty-built's removed. It's time to open up the Badland Apex with the 12,000 pound, yada da da. So let's see if we can find a decent place to put the camera here. So there it is. Let's go ahead and take the lid off here. Well, like everything that you get nowadays, butt ton of stickers, which we don't really need because I don't put that many stickers on stuff. We have our hook, which this hook I really like because it's beefy. So we'll get that put on our rope. You have your cable for your controller, which is also wireless. So, but you have a cable for backup. So if the battery goes dead in this, you can at least plug your cable into the remote and into the winch to make it work. So we will keep this in the Gladiator so that we have it. We'll also keep this in the Gladiator. This bracket here is for if you want to relocate the control box. So basically the box on top, which has all your solenoids in it, you can relocate it somewhere else, and that's what this bracket's for. We're not going to do that, so we'll set that aside in case we decide to do it some other day. This is also for that. This is where you would run the wires into when you relocate it. We have a on-off switch, which we might put in. We may or may not. We'll see. Might be a good idea. You never know. We'll set that aside for now, though. And then, bam! We have the unit itself. So, let's see if we can take out all the small stuff. Fair lead for steel wire rope, which we're not going to use because we're going to put the synthetic line on it. Excuse me. Mounting hardware. Nuts, bolts, some more hardware. We'll set all that aside. Let's see here, we have cables and more cables We'll set all that aside. And now let's see if we can pick this thing up out of the box here. There we go. And there it is in all of its glory. I get so much cardboard around here. It'd have been nice if they would ship them without the cable on there. They wouldn't be so heavy. Okay. Whew. Not very entertaining, but heavy. So here it is, the Apex Badland 12,000 pounder. I'm hoping it fits in my bumper. Here's your release and engage, or free spool and engage. The motor would be on this side. All your controls are up in here. This is where you would plug in your cable or set it for wireless. So that bracket that I pulled out is to relocate this if you want to like put it, say, under the hood or something. I have a diesel, and there's already not a whole lot of room underneath the hood, so yeah, I might not do that right away. Maybe later on down the road if I find a space, but there's other things I want to do first, so not that big of a deal to put this underneath the hood. I think it'll do just fine. All in all, it looks pretty solid, so I'm gonna get it set in the bumper here and maybe mount it in, and then we'll go on from there, wiring it up and stuff. All right, so come to find out, the Apex will not fit my bumper. So this is a Rampage aluminum bumper that so the outside skin here is aluminum, and then this plate in here is the steel plate that the winch will mount to. Well, it's not wide enough from here to here for the Apex to fit in there. I mean, it's close, but it's not close enough. And rather than, I mean, I could cut this and modify this, but I think I'll do some research and see if I can find a bumper that'll work that I like. I'm not the biggest, or I haven't been super impressed with this bumper that I bought. I mean, it's nice and all. I like the design and I like the lightweight. I just don't like how they did some things like this here, because these are steel and the aluminum just kind of sits over this. So I mean, it's more, in my opinion, it's more for show. So in a later video to come eventually, I will get the Apex mounted in to either modifying this, and if I modify this, I'll show you what I do as I modify it, or I'll be buying a new bumper. So this video will be to be continued because it doesn't fit my bumper, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, so be it. It won't take too long to either modify this or find something that I like. So if you care to see what happens, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification button to get notified whenever I upload a video, and thanks for watching.